Have you ever wondered why some people, even after breaking up, remain forever etched in the hearts and minds of their exes? How do you become that special someone they can't forget? It's not about luck. It's about deep psychological and emotional principles, and today I'm going to reveal them all to you. Don't worry, this isn't about manipulation or controlling emotions. This is a journey to create a unique impression, to touch their hearts with sincerity and understanding. In this article, I'll share with you the 8 most important secrets to evoke memories and emotions in your ex. And stay until the end, because I'll reveal a special factor, often overlooked, that's the golden key to truly recreating your image in their mind. Before we begin, don't forget to hit follow to stay updated on valuable posts about love, psychology, and how to become stronger after every stumble. Join me on this journey to not only overcome pain, but also to be reborn as the best version of yourself. Ready? Let's explore 8 powerful secrets to make your experience unable to forget you. Let's begin. First, understand your ex's psychology. Let's start with a core truth. Humans, in every aspect of life, are driven by the instinct to care for themselves. This isn't a bad thing. On the contrary, it's a natural part of how we exist and connect with the world. When someone approaches you without offering any value or meaning, the common reaction is indifference. For example, if a stranger in a coffee shop makes an unreasonable request without any connection or understanding, you will quickly refuse. The reason is simple: that request doesn't meet any needs, emotional, respect, or personal meaning. Exercise. So, what does this have to do with your ex? Relationships, after all, are also a form of emotional exchange. When you want to rekindle love with your ex, it's because you believe they offer you something special that no one else can replace. It could be a sense of familiarity, a deep connection, or values that you only find in them. But most importantly, you need to understand that they may not see the relationship the same way. From their perspective, getting back together may not bring any meaning or benefit. This is where you need to change your perspective. Try to put yourself in their shoes. From their point of view, what made the old relationship no longer suitable? What made them feel that breaking up was the right decision? Sometimes breaking up isn't because you're not good enough or they don't love you enough, but simply because you both don't meet each other's expectations at a specific time. But this is also an opportunity for you to change your approach. Instead of focusing on what you want, think about what they need. What do they need to feel that getting back together with you is not a step backward, but an opportunity to move forward? What can convince them that by your side, they not only feel loved, but also feel valued and truly happy? Most importantly, make them see that getting back together is not a repetition of the past, but the beginning of a better future. They need to realize that you are not just the person they once loved, but a more mature, deeper version, ready to build a balanced relationship where both feel understood and appreciated. This doesn't mean you have to lose yourself to please them, but to show that you have learned from the past, are ready to change to move towards a stronger relationship. And finally, don't forget that human nature is to focus on oneself. If you want your ex back, help them feel that a relationship with you is not just a choice, but an opportunity for both of you to grow, share, and build a more meaningful life together. Let them see that by your side, they are not only loved, but also understood in a way that no one else can provide. Number 2, be willing to lose to gain more. Of all the secrets I share, this is perhaps the key principle. It's not just a strategy, but also a re-establishment of psychology and personal values. Willing to lose doesn't mean giving up on love or hope, but achieving inner peace where you accept any outcome, good or bad, with stability. Think of it this way. When you try to make your ex remember you, it's easy to fall into a state of anxiety and fear. You're afraid of losing them, afraid of being rejected, and that fear permeates every action, every word. But that fear is your biggest enemy. It makes you lose your balance, puts you in a weak position. A person who always feels more in need of their partner will not be able to create an equal, healthy relationship. Willing to lose is how you regain control. When you can say to yourself, "I've done everything I can. If they don't come back, I'll be fine," you free yourself from unhealthy emotional attachments. This not only makes you feel relieved, but also changes how your ex sees you. You are no longer the one desperately clinging, but become a strong, independent individual worthy of respect. Look at an example from a sports match. In a tense basketball game, a team falls behind and appears to lose their composure, constantly fouling to try to regain control. But the opposing team, despite leading, plays with calmness and focus, not letting the pressure distract them. As a result, the calm team maintains control and ultimately wins. Similarly, the willingness to accept loss helps you maintain control of the situation, rather than letting emotions overwhelm you and lose the opportunity. Conversely, when you are willing to lose, you no longer place your ex above yourself. You don't analyze every message, every action of theirs. Don't let their emotions dominate your thoughts. Instead, you focus on yourself, something many people often forget when caught up in the whirlwind of post-breakup pain. The magic is that the willingness to lose often creates the opposite effect. When you no longer cling, your ex will feel the loss. They will wonder, "Why aren't they chasing me anymore? Did I underestimate them?" Your calmness and independence will force them to look at you with different eyes, as a strong and valuable person. But remember, willing to lose doesn't mean you disregard your ex or deny your own feelings. It simply means you affirm that you don't have to trade your self-worth just to keep someone. You don't need to put them above yourself, because you understand your own value. And sometimes, the person willing to walk away is the winner. Not winning in possession, but winning in self-respect, in self-love. It's the victory of someone who understands that they deserve a healthy, fair, and respectful relationship. If your ex realizes that and decides to come back, it's not because you held on, but because you showed them why you're worth loving, a strong, confident person, always ready to move forward. Number 3. No contact, the art of silence and the power of rebirth. The no contact rule is not just common advice in relationship discussions, but a subtle strategy built on psychological principles to evoke emotions and attention from your ex. But what makes this rule so effective? Let's explore the deep psychological mechanism behind it. Implementing the no contact rule has two core purposes. First, it creates a necessary space, enough for your ex to feel your absence in their life. Second, it gives you valuable time to rebuild your life, restore your self-worth, and regain balance. These things may sound familiar, but in essence, the no contact rule operates based on a powerful psychological phenomenon called psychological reactance. Psychological reactance is a mechanism that occurs when a person's freedom is limited or deprived. In that circumstance, people tend to have a natural desire to regain their lost freedom. Imagine you're watching a video. You have full control to stop, switch, or continue watching at any time. But if someone suddenly stops you from doing that, you will feel frustrated and do everything you can to regain control. This is exactly what happens when you implement the no contact rule. When you stop communicating, you not only leave your ex's life, but also inadvertently take away their ability to easily access you. From someone who is always present, you become a mysterious and elusive void. This triggers a psychological reaction within them. Why can't I talk to them anymore? What are they doing? Where are they? These questions not only raise curiosity, but also urge them to reconnect with their past as you persist. So life becomes desperate and potent, and the worst part is, they do become released. However, The no-contact rule is not merely a tactic to make your ex miss you. More importantly, it's a gift you give yourself. In the silence you create, you have the opportunity to look back at everything with clarity, rediscover your self-worth, and build a stronger foundation for the future, whether with your ex or not. Remember, the no-contact rule is not just about pausing communication. It's about reclaiming control of your relationship and your emotions. In that silence, you not only attract attention from others, but also find the inner strength to be reborn, to become a better, stronger version of yourself. So, let silence be the tool that helps you hold on to freedom, renew yourself, and make a difference in both the way you love and the way you live. Your confidence and inner worth are what make you irreplaceable. A powerful message that silence will send. Number 4. Rebuilding yourself after breakups. There is a way to overcome the breakdowns in love stronger than any revenge, which is to turn pain into motivation, to become the best version of yourself. This is not a journey to prove anything to your ex, but for you to discover the hidden strength and true beauty within yourself. Face your ex's complaints, not to torture yourself, but to understand them and reflect on yourself. Those can be valuable lessons about empathy, how to love and appreciate others. Instead of sinking into the shadows of the past, let the wounds become fertilizer to nurture growth. Instead of letting yourself wallow in sadness or regret, turn those lessons into motivation to move forward. If you lacked attention, learn to listen, understand, and appreciate more. If you've neglected your health or appearance, invest in your physical, mental, and positive lifestyle. If you used to lose your temper easily, learn to control your emotions and bring peace to yourself. Actions are always stronger than anyone's eyes, but remember, this process is not just to prepare for a reunion. This is a journey for you to reconnect with yourself. Expand your vision, try new things, learn things you don't know, and discover untapped potential aspects. When you dare to step out of your comfort zone, you not only rebuild your confidence, but also find true values that make you proud. Time will be the most important companion on this journey. When you create profound change, you will no longer feel the need to seek recognition from anyone, including your ex. If you interact with them again, they will realize that you have changed not only in appearance, but also in the way you live, think, and love yourself. You will no longer be dependent or need them to feel fulfilled, and that's what will make them wonder, did I miss something special and precious? Each of us has the ability to become the best version of ourselves, but that requires patience, the courage to face the truth, and a relentless will. Improve yourself, not to win someone back, but to find yourself again. When you do, you will understand that the greatest victory lies not in reunion, but in finding a new person who is stronger, brighter, and more worthy than ever. Yourself. Number 5. Create an attractive distance through social media. Most people don't realize that social media can be a powerful tool to create influence after a breakup, if you know how to use it correctly. Common advice like post pictures of going to parties or take pictures with other people to make your ex jealous is not only ineffective but sometimes counterproductive, diminishing your value in their eyes. Social media is not a place to show off or create a false sense of self. Instead, it's a stage for you to redefine yourself, to become a fresh, attractive, and elusive version, an image they can't ignore. Imagine this. If the reason your ex left you was because they thought you were too familiar, boring, or lacking in surprise, then this is your chance to rewrite the story. Social media allows you to express yourself differently, from someone they believe they understand well, to an interesting individual full of life and constantly moving forward. The key is not to pretend or do anything excessive to attract attention. Instead, focus on sharing your life authentically but inspiringly. If you've ever wanted to learn a new skill, challenge yourself with a sport. participate in creative activities, or explore a new land, start now. What you post is not just about images, it's the story you tell about a colorful, energetic, and autonomous life. Suppose you know something that was once your ex's desire, such as they always dreamed of exploring a special place or trying an interesting activity that they had never done before. In that case, this is a great opportunity for you to turn those things into reality. But remember, the goal is not to make them jealous, but to arouse curiosity. They will wonder, are they really living better without me? When applying the no-contact rule, social media becomes an ideal means to maintain an attractive distance. Your ex will see you through a new lens, no longer the familiar, safe, or boring person they once thought, but an independent, strong, and surprising individual. They will begin to question themselves. Did I miss something special? But the best part is, your change not only affects your ex, but also spreads to everyone around you. A meaningful and energetic life will not only attract attention from them, but the world will look at you with admiration. And that's not just the power of social media, it's the power of self-confidence and the best version of yourself. Number 6, take control. End the conversation at the right time. Ending the conversation first is not just a communication tactic, but also a way for you to express self-retrieve and emotional control after a breakup. However, contrary to popular advice that you always have to be the one to stop first, this approach is not always appropriate and can become unnatural, especially when your ex appears indifferent or uninterested. Instead of seeing this as a power struggle, aim for balance, where you are proactive but don't lose sincerity. Look at this as a psychological art. When you end the conversation at the right time, you not only send the message that you are confident and independent, but also create a lasting impression. The conversation with you not only stops, but also leaves a feeling of unsatisfied curiosity, making your ex eager to continue. However, it is important to be realistic and subtle. There's no need to try to end first in every conversation. This can become rigid or feel artificial, even adding tension to the communication. Instead, focus on ending most conversations, especially when you feel that the conversation has reached its most interesting point and there is no further value to exploit. For example, in 10 conversations, if you end first 6 times, that's a sufficient ratio for you to maintain the initiative while still keeping the communication natural. A subtle but very important factor is choosing the right time to stop. Don't cut it off too early before the conversation really achieves value. You should stop when you feel everything has come to a perfect end. It could be a connection, an interesting piece of information, or simply a pleasant feeling between the two of you. If you end too soon, you may leave the impression that you are uninterested or unwilling to communicate. Conversely, if you let the conversation drag on unnecessarily, it can lose its appeal and become boring. Why is this important? In your ex's psychology, your ending the conversation first is not just an action, but also a subtle signal. It sends the message that you are independent, unattached, and that you have a valuable life outside of the old relationship. This not only helps you maintain your self-esteem, but also sparks curiosity and desire from them. When you end at the right time, you not only make your ex think about you, but also reinforce the image of a strong, confident person who doesn't need recognition from anyone to feel fulfilled. That is the greatest attraction, an irresistible attraction that comes not only from what you say, but from how you know when to stop. Number 7, the art of sowing emotions. Story talking tools. An improvement on recent studies from College of Engineering, tools for counseling. Imagine a relationship as a garden of emotions. To keep that garden lush and vibrant, you need to plant positive seeds and nurture them with care and love. Every word, action, even your silence, is like a drop of water that nourishes that garden, helping those seeds germinate and blossom. In love, those seeds are the positive emotions you bring to your partner. A warm smile, a sincere word of encouragement, a caring gesture, all have magical powers in nurturing the relationship. Conversely, harsh words, indifference, and carelessness are the pests that gnaw at and destroy the garden of love. This principle is not only true in love, but also in all relationships in life. Try to remember your favorite food. Its delicious taste has awakened the senses and brought you a wonderful feeling of happiness. Or a melodious piece of music that makes your soul relax and soar. All are positive experiences that leave a deep impression on the mind. Similarly, each interaction with your ex is an opportunity for you to plant positive emotions. A happy conversation, a sincere inquiry, or simply an understanding look can make them feel warm and close. Conversely, if you bring them negative emotions such as anger, sadness, or disappointment, you are inadvertently sowing toxic seeds, causing the relationship to crack even further. Remember, each emotional seed contributes to the picture of love in that person's heart. If you want to be remembered as a beautiful memory, diligently plant positive seeds. Don't try to change yourself or please others. Simply be yourself and spread good things to those around you. Seeds take a long, struggling life, and when the right opportunity arises, to grow. Because in the end, the key to happiness is not to possess someone, but to be loved and cherished for who you are. Number 8. The journey to conquer the summit. Breaking up is sometimes like a push, urging us to break out of our comfort zone and embark on a journey of self-discovery. And nothing demonstrates that transformation more clearly than your determination to pursue your passion and strive for success. When you dedicate yourself to your work or a field that you truly love, you not only develop yourself, but also exude an irresistible attraction. The image of a passionate man persistently reaching for his goals always makes a strong impression on women, including your ex. At first, she may be surprised, even a little jealous. She will wonder, why has he changed so much? Did I misjudge him? And when she witnesses you achieving certain successes, she will regret even more for letting go of such a wonderful man. But the meaning of pursuing passion doesn't stop at making your ex regret. More importantly, it is the path that helps you find joy, meaning in life, and become the best version of yourself. When you are passionate about your work, you will be full of energy and confidence. You will no longer have time to wallow in the sadness of breaking up, but instead focus on the goals ahead. That positivity and determination will radiate from you, making you more attractive than ever. Moreover, career success also brings you financial stability and social status. This is also an important factor that makes you attractive in the eyes of others because it shows that you are a responsible person, capable of taking care of your family and yourself. Do what you love, strive for your own goals, and enjoy the joy on the path to conquering the summit. When you are pleased and successful, you will automatically shine and attract all eyes, including the one you once loved. Many people mistakenly believe that to make an ex miss you, you need to focus on them, try to change them, or hold on to them. But the truth is quite the opposite. The secret lies in yourself. In the journey, you rediscover yourself, affirm your own worth, and build a life to be proud of, regardless of whether that person returns or not. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you completely change the game. You no longer chase anyone, but become a magnet that attracts all eyes. Your motivation is not the fear of loss, but the confidence in your own ability to shine, no matter the outcome. It is that energy that will make your ex stop, look back, and wonder what they have lost. Remember, the goal is not to manipulate or play love games. It's about creating space for them to realize what they had, while you build a fulfilling and vibrant life that doesn't need validation from anyone. And if they come back, it's because they truly see your worth, not because you convinced them. So, apply these tips with sincerity, and above all, always be yourself. Your goal is not just to make your ex miss you, but to create a life so wonderful that anyone, including your ex, will feel lucky to be a part of it. And that, my friend, is the real victory.